Here in New York City. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with, hey, Dave.
Well, for Bradley Beal, it all started with his shot.
It sure is. Thanks, David. And now Washington's starting group. Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. Bryant is out there with Davis Bertans. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Knicks, Knox and Randall, they're the forwards. Smith is out there with Barrett. And it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Smith the pass to Knox. Now Robinson. Passes it to Smith. Just 5 to shoot. And Robinson throws it down hard.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Here's Barrett. Rebound, Washington. About a minute played so far here in the first. Smith against Beal. Brown outside. Takes a 3. Randall grabs the board. Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Robinson. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
I just love the determination on that backboard. Coming out of the gates really, really strong.
Yeah, we're seeing some early signs that he is on his game. That putback's a good illustration of the work he's ready to put in tonight. Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Taj Gibson's checked in for Julius Randle. Marcus Morris comes in for Kevin Knox. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Barrett. Here's Morris. It's hauled in by Brown.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Beal finds Brown. Lets it fly. Wagner tips it back in.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his point.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Knicks lead by 1. After this break, we'll be back. Growing up the youngest of 5 with 4 older sisters. And Wall had his challenges certainly growing up. We all know those stories, losing his father at a young age. But his mother, his aunts, Greg, his sisters, they protected him.
Helped him to get where he is now. We see it so often. A young man making it to the NBA is really a victory for the entire family.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Washington, Beal and Miles out on the perimeter. Hachimura out there with Wagner, and it's Thomas in at the point guard. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, last season we thought the Knicks' cornerstone player was Kristaps Porzingis. But the player and the team fell out of love with each other, and the Knicks traded him to Dallas. The draft picks and cap space freed them up for a wild summer, led by the drafting of rookie R.J. Barrett in the draft. Now New York has one of the more drastically revamped rosters in the league. Kevin, there's a lot to be excited about going forward in the Big Apple.
Big moves indeed, David. Thank you. Randall with the bucket.
And And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
Greg, you have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs. Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And a 2-for-1 is there for him if they want it.
Well, you're trying to end the quarter the right way. It takes awareness and it takes discipline.
Here's Trier. He's guarded by Thomas. Portis can't get it to go. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
There's 14 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Randall left side. And it's in there. Randall's got his second basket of the game.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
And here's Wall outside. No good on the last second attempt there.
Fantastic defense from Barrett there. It helps big time when he gives the hustle.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Wizards.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Well, you have to like what you're seeing, guys, from Mitchell Robinson.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession.
Well, you think back to last season for the New York Knicks, worst team in the league. They could muster only 17 wins. But let's be frank here. This is an organization who knew the rebuild would be a process.
It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Barrett and Knox are the wingmen. And it's Smith in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now. And it's sent back by Bryant. All taking his time here. He kicks it to Brown. Back to Wall. Washington needs to get a shot off here. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And for the Knicks, they knew this is part of their rebuilding process.
And I think, Kevin, they made the most of their down year. This is an organization that hit the reset button with the Porzingis trade. But the one positive is I think they found several role players they might be able to utilize in the coming years.
That one falls for Bertans. A different look for New York. Taj Gibson's checked in for Randall. Marcus Morris comes in for Kevin Knox. And Ellington is subbed in for Barrett. The Wizards also changing it up. Mo Wagner comes in for Bryant. And Smith subbed in for John Wall. Shot is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Smith.
Well, to me, this is where Dennis Smith Jr. is most dangerous. Inside, using that combination of athleticism and strength.
Pass to Beal. Fires the 3. It doesn't go for him. So New York will take it the other way. Now here's Ellington. He's covered by Beal. And here is Ellington. And there's the pass to Morris. Back to Ellington. From deep. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
For the Knicks, Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. And it's Trier in for Dennis Smith. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Thomas is checked in. From deep three-point range, the shot, no good. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Wizards lead by 2. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. All out there with Isaiah Thomas, and it's Brown in at the 3. Thomas, no good.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Randall passes to Trier. Back to Randall. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
It's the first. That narrows the gap to 1. Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. Smith comes in for a 1, so Trier. Bradley Beal's checked in for Washington. Washington shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. To the left wing. All with it. Now defended by Randall. Robinson with the block. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. Oh, and they take the lead.
And that was the right call. But when you need a basket, those are the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Here's Beal. It's in!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Greg, to me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Thomas Bryant.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just tore them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Coach Fizdale was going over with his team. With this game still up for grabs, he told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. We'll see how it plays out, Kevin.
This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
They grabbed their own miss. Randall kicks to Barrett. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Outside, Robinson. Back to Smith. Yes!
Real poise in the face of the game, hanging in the balance. Dennis Smith Jr. says it's my time.
Washington calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. Just 4 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
So a close game sees New York take this one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are